At the Earth Day Festival, we have all different types of groups involved so that everyone can have a voice in saying what they think that environmental justice means to them and what sustainability means to them.
Well, what's more sustainable than horsepower? They're really versatile. They're great to use in gardens. They are a lot less compacting than tractors are. We're trying to raise a little bit of awareness about our program and the benefits of incorporating horsepower back into our daily lives. So that's what we're all about.
So we have people writing on this picture of the world right here, and they are suggesting things that UMass can do to become more sustainable. We have everything up there from printing on both sides to offering different courses.
It's important because it affects everyone, not just, UMass students. It affects everyone around the world. It's not just because they're students doesn't mean it's not going to affect them. So it's important for the students to educate themselves.
We use a ton of electricity and a ton of energy on this campus to power our buildings and to give us heat in our buildings. And so, we have a collective impact on the world. We don't necessarily see it in our little UMass bubble every day, but where you do see it are in these zones in the country and throughout the world that are most impacted by our decisions. So if you look at global climate change, for example, third world countries right now are saying, hold up, we're not responsible for this. You guys are.
Beatrice Danielle, nice to meet you. All right, so basically this is PEACH.
PEACH stands for Progressive Efforts for the Advancement and Change in Haiti. And our mission is basically to provide sustainability to Haiti. And we do that through educational programming and academic needs that they need to basically be progressive in Haiti. Without the economic needs, how sustainable can you actually be? So I think we're just trying to provide that.
Communities that are low income, people of color mostly, are usually more disproportionately impacted than others. Why are our power plants being sited in low income neighborhoods and people of color? So those are questions we want to have. We want to have that kind of dialogue. And actually today on campus, we're bringing in folks from Holyoke, Springfield, the mayor of Holyoke, Rosa Clemente, a Green Party candidate who is actually a student here at UMass, and Robert Bullard. He first started researching environmental justice in the 70s. So we're really excited to bring these folks in and kind of pose questions to people like, why is environmental justice important to you? Why is environmental justice important to your community? What is environmental justice?
If we don't deal with this problem now, the only equality we're all going to have is the equality of extinction.
This idea of sustainability should really be seen as like sustaining humanity, and you cannot sustain humanity under systems of oppression. We have to raise the consciousness of young people to even think that there's a problem. From then, this idea of like racial justice, sustainability, humanity, they've been just so disconnected from what young people think. And in that regard, I don't think it's just white students. I think there are many Black and Latino younger people that don't see these connections either.
It's not something talked about enough, and the government can't do it alone, and we're going to rely on community organizers and nonprofits and students and young people to really bring other people to the forefront of this movement.
If we're talking about everything being interconnected,
there's still so much work that needs to be done. It is unlikely that we can have a sustainable society or achieve any level of sustainability until we address a lot of these legacy issues of inequity, injustice, and inequality. And I think that the students really need to understand that every successful social movement that we've had in this country, it's always had a very strong youth and student component. And when we talk about environmental justice or climate change, I think we have to have more young people, more students leading the charge. Their energy and their activism and their idealism, pushing forward so that we can make a difference.